An Ethiopian company imports mobile phone parts from China, assembles them in Addis Ababa, and then exports the finished phones to Kenya. The sale to Kenya is classified as A. Export trade, B. Retail trade, C. Entrepot trade, or D. Import trade. This is 2018 or 2026 Grade 8 Social Studies Model Exam Part 1. Thanks to Addis Ababa City Administration Education Bureau for preparing this exam. Let's go to question number 1. It says, what was the Roman form of government before it became an empire? A. Democracy, B. Monarchy, C. Republic, or D. Oligarchy. If you say republic, that's right. Because before Julius Caesar and Caesar Augustus turned Rome into an autocracy ruled by an emperor, Rome was a republic, established in 509 BC. In the Roman Republic, citizens elected representatives to govern and make laws through the Roman Senate. Question number 2. Where do we find the discovery sites of the species of Homo sapiens? A. Melka Kunture in Ethiopia, B. Omo Valley and Dredawa, C. Oluvai Gorge in Tanzania, or D. Turkana in Kenya. The correct answer is Omo Valley and Dredawa. Anatomically, modern humans or Homo sapiens have their oldest and most complete fossil records found in East Africa. In Ethiopia, pivotal remains like Omo Kibish or Omo Valley and the fossil jaw of Pork Epic Cave or Dredawa are premier discovery sites for early Homo sapiens. Let's go. Question number 3. Which region were incorporated by Emperor Menelik just after the Battle of Adwa? A. Arsi and Harar, B. Gurage and Sidama, C. Benishangul and Gambela, or D. Walega and Jimma. If you say Benishangul and Gambela, that's right. Because while regions like Arsi, Harar, Gurage, and parts of the western Gibe states were integrated before 1896, the western and southwestern borderlands of Benishangul and Gambela were formally incorporated into the empire immediately after the victory of the Battle of Adwa between 1897 and 1898. Question number 4. A Portuguese navigator who sailed as far as the southern tip of Africa was A. Henry the Navigator, B. Christopher Columbus, C. Vasco da Gama, or D. Bartholomew Diaz. The answer is Bartholomew Diaz. In 1488, Portuguese explorer Bartholomew Diaz became the first European navigator to round the southern tip of Africa, naming it the Cape of Good Hope, paving the way for later journeys to India. Question number 5. Which one is not the major factors that affect wildlife conservation? A. Afforestation, B. Overgrazing, C. Illegal hunting, or D. Drought. The answer is afforestation. Afforestation means planting trees to create a new forest area. This helps preserve ecosystems and increase habitats, making it a positive conservation practice rather than a threat to wildlife. Question number 6. A soil conservation method that involves planting two or more crops of different heights in the same field is called A. Terracing, B. Strip cropping, C. Shelter belts, or D. Contraplowing. The answer is strip cropping. Strip cropping involves alternating strips of different crops, often of different heights or root structures, across a field. This arrangement disrupts wind and water flow, heavily reducing soil erosion. Dear viewers and listeners of this channel, so far we have covered 6 questions with their answers and explanations. If you have any question or comment, you are welcome. If you find it useful, please like, share and subscribe. Let's go to question number 7. It says, what is the effect of the movement of the Earth around the Sun on its orbit? A. Variation in the length of day and night. B. Day and night. C. Diurnal cycle of light and darkness. And D. High and low tides. If you say variation in the length of day and night, that's right. Because the revolution of the Earth around the Sun, combined with the permanent tilt of its axis, changes the angle of sunlight hitting different parts of the planet throughout the year. This produces seasons and causes variation in the length of day and night. Question number 8. Which one is a challenge caused by rapid and unplanned urbanization? A. Extra land. B. Better health. C. Overcrowding. Or D. Less migration. The correct answer for question number 8 will be overcrowding. When cities grow too rapidly without master plans, the municipal infrastructure cannot keep pace. This leads directly to overcrowding, traffic congestion, and the formation of informal settlements, or called slums. Question number 9. In spatial distribution of world population, which regions are not included under population clusters? A. Asiatic belt. B. Peninsula of Middle East. C. Peninsular Europe. Or D. Northeastern of North America. The answer will be Peninsula of Middle East. The world's 4 primary high-density population clusters are East Asia, South Asia, Europe and Northeast North America. The peninsula of the Middle East is historically arid and sparsely populated, so it does not constitute a major global cluster. That's why Peninsula of Middle East will be the correct answer. Dear viewers and listeners of this channel, we are at halfway of part 1 of Social Study Model Exam. So far we have covered answers, questions and explanations. How did you see them? If okay, don't hesitate to like, share and subscribe. Or if you have any question or comment, you are welcome. Let's go to question number 10. It says, which greenhouse gas is the largest contributor of global warming? A. Methane. B. Nitrous oxide. C. Carbon dioxide. Or D. Water vapor. The answer is carbon dioxide. While gases like methane are more potent per molecule, carbon dioxide is released in massive, unprecedented volumes by burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes, making it the primary human-driven contributor to global warming. Let's go. Question number 11. What is the main reason why non-renewable resources need to be conserved? Because they A. are unlimited in supply, B. take a long time to regenerate, C. can regenerate quickly, or D. do not provide economic benefits. The correct answer will be take a long time to regenerate. Non-renewable resources like fossil fuels and minerals exist in fixed quantities. They take millions of years to form geologically, meaning they cannot regenerate at a rate fast enough to match human consumption once depleted. Question number 12. What is the major environmental consequence of deforestation? A. Improved biodiversity. B. Stabilized rainfall patterns. C. Increased soil erosion and loss of habitat. Or D. Decreased carbon dioxide levels. The answer is increased soil erosion and loss of habitat. Clearing forests removes tree roots that bind the soil and the canopy that intercepts rain, leading to severe topsoil erosion. It also permanently destroys the natural habitats of millions of plants and animal species. Good. Question number 13. What kind of land features are formed when a land between two parallel faults uplifted? A. Rift valleys. B. Horst mountains. C. Reverse faults. Or D. Fold mountains. If you say Horst mountains, that's right. A block of the Earth's crust that is pushed upward between two parallel faults is called a horst, also known as a block mountain. Conversely, a sunken block forms a graben or rift valley. Question number 14 is coming. It says, which one of the following is the negative effect of volcanic eruption on human life? A. It provides hard rocks. B. It creates dramatic scenery. C. It releases hot and hazardous gases. Or D. It forms hard and expensive minerals. The answer for this question will be it releases hot and hazardous gases. Active volcanic eruptions discharge dangerous pyroclastic flows, toxic gases such as sulfur dioxide, ash clouds, and lava that threaten respiratory health and destroy surrounding settlements. Question number 15. What is the possible reason for the breaking and burning of most meteorites at Mesosphere? A. It's due to high concentration of ozone gases. B. It is due to the prevalence of jet streams winds. C. It's due to layer having extremely low density. Or D. It's due to the prevalence of high friction. The answer is it's due to the prevalence of high friction. When meteoroids enter Earth's atmosphere, they travel at incredibly high speeds. As they reach the denser air of the mesosphere, the high friction or atmospheric drag generates extreme heat, causing them to break apart and burn up as meteors, or commonly called shooting stars. Let's go. Question number 16. How do cyclonic types of rainfall occur? A. When the sun hits the surface of the earth. B. When moist air rises over the mountains. C. When moist and warm air masses meet together. D. When the energy of the sun hits water bodies. The answer is when moist and warm air masses meet together. Cyclonic or frontal rainfall occurs when two distinct air masses of different temperatures and moisture levels collide, The warmer, lighter air is forced up over the colder, denser air, cooling down to form rain clouds. Let's go to question number 17. If the average daily temperature over 30 days was 250 degrees centigrade, which is noted as 25 degrees centigrade due to a typo in the document, what would the mean monthly temperature be? A. 16 degrees centigrade, B. 45 degrees centigrade, C. 8.4 degrees centigrade, or D. 25 degrees centigrade. This is because based on typical exam correction where 250 degrees centigrade to be 25 degrees centigrade. Consider this. The correct answer will be 25 degrees centigrade or closest standard baseline, because the mean monthly temperature is calculated by adding the average daily temperatures of all days in that month and dividing by the number of days, or 30 in this case. If the average daily temperature stayed constant across those 30 days, the monthly average remains exactly the same value. Question number 18. A tourist who visits the western part of Ethiopia will most likely come across with which language family? A. Nilotic, B. Semitic, C. Cushitic, or D. Omotic? A tourist who visits the western part of Ethiopia will most likely come across Nilotic language family. Communities living along the western lowland bordering South Sudan and Sudan, such as Anywa, Nuer, and Majang, speak languages belonging to the Nilo-Saharan or Nilotic language family. Question number 19. What is the effect of cultural imperialism on less powerful nations? A. Promotion of their cultures through Western mass media. B. Alienation of people from their native culture. C. Demolition of the culture of advanced nations. Or D. Progression of their indigenous culture. The answer is alienation of people from their native culture. Cultural imperialism occurs when a powerful nation imposes its lifestyle, values, and media on a weaker nation, often causing local citizens to abandon or feel alienated from their own traditional customs and heritage. To the last question of part 1, question number 20, it says, an Ethiopian company imports mobile phone parts from China, assembles them in Addis Ababa, and then exports the finished phones to Kenya. The sale to Kenya is classified as A. Export trade, B. Retail trade, C. Entrepot trade, or D. Import trade. The correct answer is entrepot trade. Entrepot trade occurs when goods are imported from one country, processed or assembled locally, and then re-exported to another country. Dear viewers and listeners of this channel, so far we have covered 20 questions, answers, and their explanations. How did you get them? If you find it useful, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any question or comments regarding the questions, you are welcome. If you need the PDF of this question, join our Telegram channel called HaHu and you will find related questions of this type in the Telegram channel. See you in part 2. Till then, wish you all the best.